So all my YouTube TV watchers and my Tubi TV watchers gather here. So lately I have been heavy binge watching Tubi movies and movies on YouTube. That's crazy that I don't know if this is just I'm new to all of this or if it's always been full like new movies on YouTube, but or because they have YouTube TV now, but I don't have YouTube TV. I just been watching, like, I'll just type in full movies 2025 comedy or full movies 2025 drama or whatever, and just look at the movies that come up. So the gist of this movie basically, I gotta remember what this dude name is. He's a comic, but I don't he's a younger dude. I don't know his name. I'm gonna have to look it up. But he's like the main character in this movie, and basically his uncle and his dad robbed, I think they did a robbery, and then they got locked up and they ended up stashing the money in this house. And so basically throughout the whole movie, the son was trying to come up with a plan to get the money back that was in the walls of the frat house. And so basically the whole movie was like that. And it was just like, it was just not for me. It was just not for me. Like I said, I had a few laughable moments, but if I had to recommend this movie, it would be a no for me. I didn't care for this movie. But y'all, I don't know why it came up that Good Girls, like I said, Retta, she's the older black lady in this movie, and she's one of the main characters in Good Girls. But you have to go watch Good Girls. If you haven't, you have to go watch it. Now, it may take you some time to tune in because it took me a few times to watch it over and over again, but once I got into it and I binge watched it, I absolutely loved it, and I watched the entire season. I forgot, let me see how many seasons it is. Hold on. Okay, so I just looked it up. So it is 4 seasons. It's 4 seasons, y'all, so you gotta go watch it. Now, if you ever been on TikTok or YouTube shorts and seen anybody say get in the car, Elizabeth, or they ask somebody to say get in the car, Elizabeth, once you watch it, you gonna know why. All I'm gonna say is Manny Montana, okay? So just remember that. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and binge watch it. Another movie that I watched within the last 2 weeks, Boxed In with Reginae Carter. I don't know if it's a part 3. I've only watched, so I somehow I came across part 2. And then since I watched part 2, I was like, well, since it's another part, I'm gonna have to go watch the other part. So I went back and watched part 1 because I watched part 2, and I can't seem, if there is a part 3, I haven't seen it yet. So if it is and I need to find it, let me know down in the comment section. But I did watch part 1 and part 2, and if I had to rate, I would say it was I would recommend watching it. And if I had to rate it, I would give it about a good high 6, maybe 7. It was definitely worth watching to me. It was a good storyline. It was a good storyline. So I would recommend watching it. But yeah, Family Heist, yeah, it was a no for me. So hit me up down in the comment section below if there is a Boxed In 3. Because I don't want to wait too far in between, because normally if I wait too far in between, I have to go back and watch stuff all the way from the beginning. Like, I started Queen of the South a long time ago, and then I got so far into it and fell off, and like then I tried to start where I left off, and I was just like, I couldn't even get into it because I can remember what happened previously. So I'm gonna go back and start that. I'm gonna binge watch that. And then also, I know I'm babbling on, and I was only supposed to be talking about Family Heist the current, but I'm just, the more that I talk, the more movies or series pop up in my head, and Ozark is a must watch. If you could not get into Ozark, it took me a while. I could not get into Ozark, but Ozark is a must watch as well if you haven't. Now, it's an older series. And one last thing before I go, Breaking Bad.